Hey guys, my name is Tonya and I'm from Virginia, and you can find me at Miss Blackoreanlady on YouTube.
So I have a few questions for you, and the questions are actually from other Koreans that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Korea and America were to play each other in a soccer match. Who would you cheer for?
That's such a funny question. Okay, so honestly, that would probably be like my most comfortable sporting event I've ever been to, because I'm real competitive, all right? But if both of my countries are playing, I would just chill, and if one of them wins, I'll be happy. So if America won, I'd be like, yeah, USA. But if Korea won, I'll just be like, all right, Korea. I don't know. I do kind of wonder if I would maybe slightly lean towards Korea, just because, like, I don't know, America's like, America. Blah, blah. Like, I feel like America be like trying to win everything and, like, you know what I mean? So maybe I'll lean towards Korea just a little bit.
A friend of mine feels that most Koreans, native Koreans, are very, very conservative. And so she's heard that a lot of Kyopo and half Koreans are very non-conservative, just from what they believe here. And so would you actually date a Korean man?
I don't discriminate. I don't, but I honestly am not that attracted to Korean men. Sorry, I just am not. I won't knock it. Like, if I do find a Korean man that I'm pretty compatible with, then I would consider dating him or whatever. But I do think it has to do with how conservative they are, because a lot of Korean men, unfortunately, or from like what my friends have experienced, they are curious about being with an exotic woman. Okay. But they won't take you to see mama, and they won't take you to meet daddies. And I'm not saying like all Korean guys are like that, but it's something that I would need to be careful of. So I'm not that interested in like dating a Korean guy. But like I said, I wouldn't knock it though. I wouldn't.
So just being half Korean and living in Korea, do you feel that, America being your home, your birthplace, do you feel that Korea is also home in a way, or do you feel that it's a foreign land to you?
When I first came, it was foreign land. Like, even though I've been here a few times, it felt a little bit, because my mom is Korean, but she's very Americanized, not super, but she's pretty Americanized. So a lot of the culture things, like the real Korean culture things, I wasn't really familiar with until I came here. And like, some of those things are things that I didn't really like about Korea, and it was something I had to adjust to. So when I first came here, I was a little bit uncomfortable, and I didn't feel like it was home or anything like that. But now that I've been here for almost 4 years, it is much more comfortable here, but I do still like feel, very different. I am very different compared to like the majority of the people here. So, I do still feel like I stick out like a sore thumb, because I'm really tall, I'm dark skinned, I got curly hair, so this stuff in America doesn't really like matter that much. Like, everyone's so different there. So in America, I'm just like kind of chill, but here I still kind of feel a little bit like, oh, she's watching me. Like, oh, they're staring at me, like that sort of feeling. I feel more welcomed in America, I feel like. Not just because I blend in with them and stuff, but also because the culture. Like, Americans are more like, oh, welcome, come on, how you doing, whatever. And in Korea, it's just like, oh, so sad. Like, super proper and just like, So like, I think that also makes it feel a little bit more comfortable in America. We were on the airplane, and like, when you take it from Korea, there's usually, all Korean flight attendants.
It wasn't United, was it?
No. Thank God, right? So you get on the plane and they're all like prim and proper. And then from Japan, it was like Japan to Chicago. So then on that plane, it's like all foreign American flight attendants. And they're just like, oh, welcome aboard. Oh, hey, how you doing today? Oh, hey, beautiful. Like, just so bubbly. And I, like, when I got on that plane, I was just like, like, it felt really good, so
Yes.
I feel like that sort of difference, and that's another culture shock thing that happened to me when I came here, because I was just like, oh, they're just so like this, like a little robot, you know what I mean? So I think with that too, America feels a little bit more like comfortable and welcoming than Korea does.
As a kid, for those who knew you were half Korean, did you experience any form of discrimination?
I was raised in America, but at a young age, we came back to Korea for a few years. And my grandmother actually raised me, or not raised me, but watched me when my mom and my dad had to go to work. So that's why like I had a lot of more Korean interaction. But I was so young, like 2 and 3, something like that. But so for the most part, I was raised in America. And when people found out I was half Korean, I didn't get any discrimination. But I think the reason was because I was like in a military family. So there were like a whole bunch of other military people around us, and they were all mixed and mingled with all different type of races and cultures too. So we were all basically like this huge melting pot, and it didn't really feel uncomfortable to me, and nobody really like teased me for being half anything.
Have you felt anything from those who know that you are? And have you felt anything from those who don't know that you are?
In America too, when they find out I'm Korean, well, they'll look at me and be like, you're something. Something like, I'm like, yeah, I'm a human, hey. But they'll know that I'm mixed with something, but they wouldn't know what. So then I'll tell them, oh, I'm half Black and Korean. So then they'll be like, oh, that's what it is. And then like they start guessing, like, oh, you look like you're Hispanic, Dominican, maybe from Caribbeans or something like that, an islander. And I'm like, yeah, I look like a whole lot of things, but no, just Korean and Black. So I just get more like people who are like surprised or like interested in it. In Korea, I do think that it changes. Like if they think I'm just Black, then I think their mindset is set at one way, which is kind of sad. And then when I say that I'm half Korean, it's like, oh, and then they like seem to be more friendly and more like interested or more comfortable talking to me or something like that. Like if I'm just like, I don't know, just Black to them. Like when they first see me, most Koreans have told me that when they first see me, they just think I'm African American or, you know, I'm not mixed with anything. And then when I tell them I'm Korean, they're like, oh wow. They just start,
do you speak Korean? Oh, you do? Oh, wow.
and then it just like goes higher and higher from that. So I do think I get different treatment in Korea as a half Korean. I tell people who come here as foreigners, like, try to learn the language. At least, like, even if you sound horrible when you do it, try to speak it, and people will love you for that. So, yeah, Koreans are really into that.
Do you have any final thoughts or anything you want to say?
If you feel uncomfortable, like, because I know there's some people who have grown up in, like, a predominantly Black area or something, or even a predominantly Korean area, and you feel like you can't really find your other half or something, just kind of cherish both, okay? Like there's some people who are like, I never really knew like what side I felt more comfortable with or this and that. Like try to learn a little bit of both sides. Like when I was in America, I felt like I was so like just Black, like into my Black side all the time. And then coming to Korea, I've learned more Korean and more of the Korean culture and stuff. So now I just kind of feel like those two are like meeting and like mixing, and you know, it's really comfortable that way. So don't ever feel like you have to choose sides. Just be who you are.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Make sure y'all follow her.
Thanks.
Good. Everyone, thank you so much for watching today. A huge shout out to Miss Blackoreanlady for coming out, let me interview her, and for her to tell us what it's like being a Black and Korean lady in the same body. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment. What's the last one?
And share the video.
Got a couple new videos coming up real soon that you guys are gonna love. Until then,
Stay cool.
peace.